Bitcoin is still trading inside of this downtrend, right now confirming this break towards the downside on a daily time frame. So this is going to be a huge Bitcoin warning. Of course, while the stock market is getting a small rejection towards the downside, well, Bitcoin is absolutely crashing towards the downside. So we are going to need to be talking about this exactly, the most important levels of support for Bitcoin and much more in this update video. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 100 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's have a look into the short term. And yes, in the short term, Bitcoin is still just trading inside of this downtrend over here. Now, in my opinion, still, this is going to be the level to be breaking above. If we can be breaking back above this level of resistance over here, well, then we can start to have a look into some kind of a falling wedge pattern still being created. And in that case, still, I am going to be expecting a little bit of a reversal. But do keep in mind that on the daily time frame right now, we are getting these major breakouts towards the downside. And I have been saying it for a very long time already. If we are going to be breaking down below this level of daily support over here, well, then Bitcoin is going to be headed even lower to be filling up this wick over here. Now, this is definitely not going to be necessarily bad for Bitcoin, because this would be the perfect opportunity in the market to be buying up cheap Bitcoin and to be opening up our long positions. And yes, because of this Bitcoin breakdown right now in the short term, I do expect that this scenario over here would be pretty likely of playing out. So if Bitcoin would make a bullish divergence here, this would be the ultimate opportunity. I would be going all in on the dip. I'm going to be opening up big positions, but that is just going to be in the case if you are going to be indeed coming back down towards this level to be filling up this wick and to be creating a bullish divergence over here, then that would be the perfect opportunity in the market. But do keep in mind that while yes indeed we are getting this massive break towards the downside, well, we are still having a major level of support at this current moment for Bitcoin. We have actually just perfectly hit this level over here, perfectly seen this bounce over here. Now, in my opinion, this is going to be a massive level of Bitcoin support. This is going to be a massive level of demand. Why? Because during this Bitcoin crash, we saw this bounce, of course. We created a higher low from of this level, and then we bounced off towards the upside. So this is definitely going to be a huge level for Bitcoin to be having a look in towards. And there is still going to be that possibility that we are just going to be creating this falling wedge pattern in the short term and then just blast off towards the upside after breaking this downtrend back towards the upside. So for me, there's going to be two major levels I'm going to be having a look in towards. First of all, this level over here, if we are going to be creating a bullish divergence, that's going to be an amazing opportunity in the market. And then second of all, if we are going to be breaking this downtrend over here, that would also be a very good opportunity in the market to be opening up a trade, in my opinion. Now, in that imminent short term, we can actually start to have a look in towards a new falling wedge pattern being created in that 2-hourly time frame. So possibly we can start to see a little bit of a reversal just in that short term, sitting at the major level of support at this current moment. Definitely, who knows. Now, whenever the stock market is going to be opening, that's going to be very important for the Bitcoin price, because if the stock market is going to be headed even lower, that's going to be ultimately very bearish. But if the stock market is going to be breaking back above these previous levels of all-time high, I definitely do think that Bitcoin as well is going to be seeing a huge bounce. Now, either way, Bitcoin has just been lagging behind the stock market by a lot. Literally, you can be seeing it in this chart over here. We, of course, had this crash towards the downside, then this recovery back towards the upside, but Bitcoin has just been falling right back towards the downside. But the stock market has also been getting this correction towards the downside, has been getting this insane recovery back towards these previous all-time highs, has been getting a small little rejection, but definitely not as significant as Bitcoin is getting. So we are seeing a huge divergence being created, and I still do think that anytime soon we are going to be catching up this divergence with a big Bitcoin bounce back towards the upside to be catching up with the stock market. So yeah, let's see what is going to be happening next. Anyways, guys, right now is not going to be the time to be panicking. Right now is going to be the time to be paying attention, because great opportunities are right now arising in the market. Right now is going to be the time to be preparing yourself for that next Bitcoin move. If we are either going to be getting this further correction back towards the downside to be filling up this wick, of course, or if we're going to be getting a break back towards the upside. Well, right now is going to be the time time to be paying attention. Anyways, if we are going to be getting this bounce over here, we could be having a look in towards a way longer term consolidation over here. That would still definitely be bullish in my opinion, because we are leading in towards this consolidation with a bullish momentum. So eventually I do think a break towards the upside is going to be inevitable. Yeah, we are of course still just consolidating over here for Bitcoin. This is a very long consolidation, just like we have seen over here, but always in a Bitcoin bull market, we usually tend to break out these consolidations eventually towards the upside. And the longer this consolidation is going to be lasting for, well, eventually the more explosive the breakout will be. And what is making me feel very bullish during this consolidation is that the Bitcoin funding rates are trading extremely negative again. The majority of the Bitcoin market is right now trying to short, which is meaning that the majority of the liquidity is being built up on the top side, and usually Bitcoin tends to grab the majority of the liquidity. On top of that, also currently the market sentiment is trading at extreme levels of fear. You can be seeing it in the fear and greed index. Well, we are trading at extreme fear at this current moment, and we can be having a look into what's this chart over here, because literally the fear and greed index levels are reaching fear levels not seen ever since the bear market low. Literally at this bear market low, we have seen these low points getting reached of the fear and greed index. So that is going to be quite insane in my opinion. Seeing these levels of fear during a Bitcoin bull market, definitely in my opinion, a signal to be buying at this current moment. So all I am seeing right now in the market are just opportunities. So I hope you are seeing the same thing right now. Anyways, guys, if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself as well, definitely make sure to check out that first link down below, because with the first link down below, you can right now be claiming a $40,000 deposit bonus. Just click on that first link down below, sign up a new account over on Bybit, complete KYC level 1, deposit some money, and there you go. You can be claiming a $40,000 deposit bonus. So that is going to be quite insane for the Bitcoin whales out there. Anyways, the liquidity in crypto is still rising towards the upside, while the Bitcoin price is still decreasing, and we are seeing a huge divergence over here, just like for example we have seen over here, and just like we have seen over here. Now eventually I do think we are going to be catching up this divergence with a big Bitcoin move back towards the upside. Usually we are doing this just like we did over here, and also just like we did over here. Now it's just going to be a matter of time in my opinion until eventually we are going to be breaking this huge consolidation towards the upside, just breaking this downtrend over here. Then I think we're going to be reaching that 100k level in no time. Now talking about the worst case scenario for Bitcoin, in my opinion this is going to be the worst case scenario, and still the worst case scenario is going to be quite a bullish scenario, because every single cycle, the first time we touch the Gaussian channel, well, each and every single time we at least got 100% bounce, right there a 60% bounce, right there a 140% bounce. The first time we are touching this channel over here, that's going to be meaning a significant bounce is going to be inevitable. And if we were to be seeing up another plus 100% bounce, that would mean that in this last part of the cycle, we could retrace all the way back towards approximately that 50k level. Maybe that 50k level is going to be that ultimate low, but after reaching that level, we are going to be seeing that last wave towards the upside getting initiated, approximately a plus 100% move that will be setting us towards that 100k mark, which in my opinion is going to be like that worst case scenario, which in my opinion is still going to be actually quite bullish, right? Because we are still trading inside of this bull market. Well, we are creating this bull flag pattern over here. Eventually we are going to be breaking this one out towards the upside. That's going to be extremely bullish. Anyways, guys, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.